Okay, let's just dive right into this. Welcome to The Explainer, where we're unpacking the absolute definitive guide to the summer 2026 nail aesthetic. If you've been sitting there wondering, what on earth to ask for at the salon or what shades to paint at home this season, you are exactly in the right place. We've dug through all the data, the runway looks, and the top expert nail artist reports to bring you the ultimate breakdown of this summer's hottest, most exciting trends.
Right off the bat, we are witnessing a massive vibe shift. For what feels like forever, we've been living in this era of quiet minimalism, right? Think sheer nudes, the barely there polish, the clean girl aesthetic. Well, summer 2026 is officially declaring the end of that era. High fashion runways from Valentino to Erdem have aggressively pivoted, and people are, frankly, just demanding joy on their nails again. So we're trading in the quiet, subtle stuff for juicy, electric, and intensely colorful energy.
Here is our roadmap for today. First up, the 2026 vibe shift. Then, we'll hit the summer color palette, followed by hot designs and shapes. After that, a really crucial one, surviving the summer elements. And finally, we'll wrap things up with DIY nail art at home.
Let's kick things off with Section 1, the 2026 vibe shift.
Okay, if you take only one thing away from this, let it be this. The single most defining trend of the 2026 season is absolutely the jelly finish. These are sheer, translucent, slightly watery tints. Picture milky pinks, translucent cherries, and those beautiful sheer corals. Nail artists are literally describing it as having this sun-warmed, almost edible quality. It's like a jelly rancher. And the absolute best part, it gives you this incredible glowing pop of color without the super high commitment. Because your natural nail kind of glows through, any little chips are cleverly masked. It's so much more forgiving than a heavy opaque polish. Moving right along, let's talk about how the chrome trend is evolving. You definitely remember the viral glazed donut look that took over the world. Well, this is its softer, slightly more grown-up sister, neutral chrome. So instead of that really heavy, mirror-like metallic statement, we're seeing pearl and white chrome layered super delicately over nude bases. It catches the sunlight beautifully, giving off this sophisticated lit-from-within gleam. It's insanely wearable for everyday life. But how does this all pair with length and nail art? Well, there has been a really decisive shift away from super long, heavy 3D maximalism. I mean, let's be real, we all kind of just want to be able to text and easily open a soda can this summer, right? So short shapes are completely dominating. We're talking short almond shapes that look super sophisticated but are highly practical, along with short squares with softened corners. And on those shorter canvases, the name of the game is precision playfulness. We're talking metallic microdots, thin wavy snake lines, and these adorable tiny fruit motifs. It's all about really fun, super accessible micro art. Moving on to Section 2, the summer color palette. So what is the absolute star of the show right now? Butter yellow. No contest. It is the undeniable breakout shade of Summer Nails 2026. It's soft, it's creamy, and honestly, it is unexpectedly flattering on just about every skin tone out there. It's leading this fresh wave of new pastels for the season, sitting right alongside these gorgeous muted shades like pistachio green and sorbet peach. Seriously, if you want your hands to look instantly on trend, butter yellow is your hero color for sure.
Let's break down the broader palette to see the big picture. Those new pastels we just talked about, they're taking up the biggest chunk of the trend at 35%. But hey, definitely don't count out the juicy classics. Things like vibrant coral and cherry red are still holding strong at 25%. They're the traditional backbone of summer after all. What's actually really fresh, though, are the aquatics, also coming in at 25%. These bring us those instant vacation-ready sea glass blues. And finally, for that high-impact pool party energy, we've got statement neons, making up the last 15%. The cool twist for 2026? Wearing those neon brights with an edgy velvet matte finish instead of your classic high-gloss top coat. It's such a game changer.
Let's jump into Section 3, hot designs and shapes.
Finding your perfect trend really comes down to your personal vibe and lifestyle. Let's quickly match up the best designs to your preferred nail length. If you're a short nails kind of person, micro art and sheer jellies are going to be your best friends. Now, if you rock a medium length, wavy snake lines and these absolutely stunning sunset ombres, think seamlessly blending oranges and pinks, scale perfectly for you. And if you love the drama of long extensions, well, gradient chromes and bold 3D accents are definitely where you should be focusing your energy. No matter your length, there is a perfect, tailor-made trend for you this season.
Now, the classic French manicure simply refuses to leave us, but man, is it constantly reinventing itself. Look at how playful it's getting for 2026. First up, we have the color French, which completely ditches that thick white band for our hero colors, like butter yellow or sea glass blue. Next is the stripped French, which actually turns the tip into a little pattern using 2 or 3 super thin complementary lines. And finally, the micro French. This is perfect if you work in an office setting. It offers just this tiny, barely there, colorful hairline tip over a milky base. It is incredibly chic and just highly, highly editorial.
All right, section 4, surviving the summer elements.
Listen, if you are planning a vacation, this right here is the absolute most important decision you're going to make at the salon: gel polish versus acrylic. If you need a manicure to survive a hardcore 2-week beach holiday, gel polish is your strongest armor, hands down. It forms a cured polymer film that is instantly water resistant and holds onto its glossy shine. Acrylic, on the flip side, gives you amazing structural strength if you want that dramatic length. But the catch? It's way more porous to water, and over time, it can actually discolor when exposed to pool chemicals. You really have to weigh your priorities there. So, what exactly are the silent enemies out to ruin your summer nails? First, chlorine. It slowly but surely degrades your top coat over time. Then, there's sand. Sand literally acts like nature's unwanted exfoliator, causing thousands of little micro scratches on your beautiful polish. But the most surprising, sneaky enemy of all? Sunscreen. A lot of SPF formulas contain oils that can actually creep right under the edges of your gel polish and cause lifting. The big takeaway here? Always, always wash your hands immediately after you apply your SPF. To fight back against all those harsh elements, we've put together a foolproof 30-second post-swim playbook. It's insanely simple, but it works wonders. Step 1, just rinse your hands in fresh water to get rid of that lingering salt and chlorine. Step 2, pat them dry. Don't rub, pat. Step 3, apply cuticle oil and be thorough about it. The sun and the salt just aggressively dehydrate your nail plate. Keeping that cuticle seal nice and hydrated with oil is literally exactly what prevents your gel from peeling up. Do this quick routine and your manicure will absolutely survive the season.
And finally, section 5, DIY nail art at home. Let's rapid fire some brilliant at-home hacks because you do not always need a salon to get these looks. Want that juicy jelly finish? Super easy. Just mix a single drop of your normal color into a dollop of clear top gel and boom, instant sheer tint. To get those precise metallic microdots, forget the fancy dotting tools. Literally just dip the rounded end of a bobby pin into your polish. It works perfectly. For those trendy wavy lines, grab a super thin liner brush, but the secret is to rest your hand flat on the table for stability. And for those gorgeous sunset ombres, paint your 2 colors side by side on a little wedge makeup sponge and just lightly bounce it onto the nail. The sponge literally does all the blending work for you. And that brilliantly brings us to our final thought today. The golden rule for summer 2026 isn't about perfectly following trends. It's about prioritizing your own personal joy. Whether that means a sheer coral jelly finish, a bright butter yellow French tip, or a loud, bold matte neon. Just pick the trend that genuinely makes you smile when you glance down at your hands. So I leave you with this. Which of these trends is going to bring joy to your hands this summer? Go grab your favorite polish or go ahead and book that salon appointment and just embrace the color. Thanks so much for joining us for this explainer. Keep learning and stay stylish.